Is one of the key challenges in the Northwest. It is also one of the key necessary resources to help curb the spread of the coronavirus. Sellwane is one of the areas hardest hit by the shortage of water. Following the announcement that the Northwest will receive 600 water tanks, SABC reporter Sellwane Khakhau is revisiting the area to check whether they have been provided with water tanks. Let's go there live now. Sellwane, a very good morning to you. What can you tell us?
A very good morning to you. Indeed, you rightfully did say that here in Sellwane, in the Mamusa local municipality here in the Northwest, water is one of the greatest service delivery challenges. In some areas under this municipality of Mamusa local municipality, of course, we know that some areas have not been having water or clean running water for about 9 years, which of course is as good as a decade if you look at it on in that way. And we also know that the residents here depend heavily on the water tankering system, and we know that in many reports that we have done in the past, we would hear allegations about this being a deliberate thing of water not being here in Sellwane, but the tankering system being used as a way of pushing corruption in this particular municipality. What we know here is that 30 JoJo tanks have been delivered in the Mamusa local municipality. Of course, as you can see right here behind me in the province, we understand there's been about 630 JoJo tanks allocated, but so far 488 have been delivered. But to get more information about the challenges of water here and what a relief these JoJo tanks will bring in this area, we're going to speak quickly to the municipality, or rather the mayor of the Mamusa local municipality here, Dr. Batsi. Dr. Batsi, thank you very much for joining us. Firstly, let's talk about the challenge of water in this municipality. We know it's been very bad, but just how bad has it been?
Thanks very much. One is that, Stella, we have a very serious challenge of water, more especially running water from the taps. But up to so far, there is local command council and the district command council. We spoke to them and we have agreed that. That's why today you see that there is 30 delivered JoJo tanks here, because we had a very serious challenge at the informal settlements. It's when we had a very serious challenge where people didn't get water in time. And at some point there is a delay for them to get water because we had a shortage of trucks to deliver water to their points or areas. But up to so far, we have managed to get 30 JoJo tanks. Then we are going to place the 30 JoJo tanks to their informal settlement so that we make sure that there is no necessary crowdings and queuing for water. Then we are going to make sure that people are not going to queue for a long time and they will get enough water on their areas, because we must adhere to the call of the president, so that social distancing is very important and is key. That's why the municipality, we must prioritize that, and we must also make sure that our people adhere to the call of the president. But working together with them is that we must make sure that in all the informal settlement, or extension 5, Setelele used to call, and Jumpers informal settlement, and Sharon, it's where we are going to place lot or more JoJo tanks, so that everybody, when get there to get water, you must get water quickly and go back home. And also there is a chlorine that we are going to put in the JoJo, so that we make sure that we are going to monitor our JoJo must be cleansed, and we are going to make sure that nobody will be able to put anything inside this JoJo. They are closed at the top, and we make sure that every time, every day, there must be a water that is delivered to our people.
Okay, so in as much as, of course, we are appreciating the relief that these JoJo tanks are going to bring to the residents of Sellwane, let's talk about this issue. For as many as 9 years in some areas here, there's been no water.
Yes.
But come election time, come time for campaigning, we would have a rare side of seeing water running in the yards.
Yes.
But we also understand now, since the new council came into place in January this year, there is now water, clean running water in people's yards. Tell us about that issue.
Immediately when we arrived in the council as the new council, I have formed the steering committee of water and sanitation, and I've made a point that everybody is serving in that committee, whereby people who are responsible for water and sewer. So I made a point that every day, where there is challenge, where there is no water, they must respond, and quickly. Then that's why today as we speak, there are people at the extension 5 there were no running water from the tap for about 9 years. Today as we speak, there is running water from the tap because there is an incident of people closing the water valves so that this water must not reach the people at the extension 5. But today as we speak, there is an element of improvement on water, and our people are doing a great job. And from time to time, I'm talking to them. If there is a challenge of water, I take a phone and I call them directly and they respond. That's how we are working together with them.
This issue is very interesting because not only is it about the issue of corruption, but also basic human rights.
Yes.
People have been deprived or denied of their basic human rights here. And of course, that is a serious thing that should be taken not lightly, of course. So as the municipality, as the new council, now that you have established that this has been an intentional thing for so many years, what action is being taken so far? Or if no action has been taken so far, what action will be taken hopefully soon?
I just want to rest assure you that we are going to be busy, and we are going to make sure that, because this was intentional, and we had a lot of water from our sewer plant and treatment plant. That's why I want to tell people that we are going to make sure people who have been tampering with the water valves, we are busy, we are going to make our silent investigation, and we are going to get them. That's why we are having a responsibility as the council to make sure that all the people who are staying closer to the valves, they must look after those valves, because at some point I will receive a call that there is no water at that section. Immediately I take a phone and call to people who are responsible for that. They will run there and open that valve. It tells us that there are people who are tampering with water valves, and we are watching them, and we are going to make sure that we are going to take a drastic decision against those people. We will get them. Yeah, we'll get them.
All right, but those investigations have not yet started.
They had not yet started, but we are busy because we wrote a letter to the MEC that they must help us, because when we look at the municipality, it's bankrupt, but we must get the way of helping one another. Then the MEC must help us to put that investigation on place. But nobody will know, and it's going to start very soon.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much there, Dr. Batsi, the mayor of the Mamusa local municipality. We appreciate your time. Thanks for speaking to us. So, interesting issues coming up from that interview there with Dr. Batsi, who is, of course, like I mentioned just now, the mayor of the Mamusa local municipality here in Schweizer-Reneke and also in Bloemhof, saying that the issue of water here in Schweizer-Reneke has not been because of infrastructure, but people or residents struggling with water for so many years in this area has been an intentional thing done by some officials in the municipality. So we know that last year the municipality was dissolved, of course, following the allegations of maladministration and corruption. And so the new municipal council came into place in January this year. And so far, this is what they have uncovered. We're hoping, of course, as the mayor said there, that they are going to take harsh action to ensure that people do account for the water struggles that have been going on for many, many years here in Schweizer-Reneke. Studio, I'm handing back to you.
Thank you very much there to Sellwane.